Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD, we are in a downtrend on the 8 hour. We had a gap up. We're testing, I'm not sure what we're testing, but you can see there was structure here in the past. I'm going to put one right where price is, and then I'm going to put that one in there. So that's the zone. You can see we have paid attention to it through last week. Strong possibility this is a rounding bottom, but we've got a very juicy gap to the upside here, and we also have this gap which is still open. Yeah, so I'm kind of in two minds. I don't think, and we're reaching for this gap here, but then we've left two gaps to the downside, so it could be a rounding bottom for a move to the upside. We'd have to break above the highs of Friday and have a daily close above that for me to be convinced about that. So I'm going to treat this as a range for now, and we'll stay well away from Euro USD right now. I prefer to see us close the gaps, build a proper base, and then get going. These breakaway gaps always just means price is coming back sometime, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a decent trend. So I will sit this one out today. US dollar, Japanese yen, similar kind of scenario here. We've gapped down. We are breaking some fairly decent structure here, as you can see. And you look at the oscillators, that is what we've been expecting for almost 4 weeks now. But if you drop down to the hour, you can see I think that move is well and truly done. I'd want to see a pullback onto structure before even considering jumping in short at the moment. So and that is this area here, 147.020, and possibly this 146.586. You can see that's the low of last week that we have hammered through at the moment. So I want to see a pullback and then a rejection, and then it is game on for shorts on that pair. Moving on to British pound, Japanese yen, similar kind of view here. These are still the levels from last week that we've been paying attention to. We're coming up to lower one here, lots of potential support here. So this one is going to have a little bit of a different setup. So we have moved to downside, but for this I'd be a bit reluctant for this, 183.466. I don't think it's that strong. But nevertheless, that is a level. That is probably a better level there. But again, you've still got that gap open. So that's 183.736 where I'd want to see a rejection. So you can see on the hour was 2 days of down, and then we got Friday, which was sort of forming a flag. And you've got a measured move here from the top to the bottom, and the same distance from here down. So you do have a measured move, but you want to see a retest here. So there's my structure, and if we do that, I'm just going to have to go up to a higher time frame. You can see the length of the moves to the downside that we have on offer here. But we need a pullback onto structure before jumping in on that. And look what it lines up with. So very valid position opportunity this. So summarize, pulling back to 183.466 would be the first area. If it does happen, it's well worth getting in. But then you've also got 183.736 and the gap, but it could be a breakaway gap at the moment. So this is the zone I want to see a pullback into before jumping in short. Moving on to Euro British Pound. So we had a fairly strong move off the bottom here last week, and we did kind of hold it. We do have a bit of a flag forming, so I suspect we should see some support happening. But in typical Euro British Pound fashion, we've gapped down. So I think I'll sit on the sides with this one. The ones to watch really are going to be the Japanese yen pairs. I think there is obviously some noise there which is filtering through. So those are the ones where you're going to see some opportunities today. I think this, I will sit quietly and wait for better days. This is right back in this area of chaos here, and I don't trust it at all. Anyway, that's kind of my view for today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.